Yep. What's going on? This is your boy J-Vo from the Bearded Wrestling Podcast. Hey, I don't know if y'all know this, but the Bearded Wrestling Podcast is on Spotify. You need to come holler at us, man. Listen, maybe you can't watch the live version. Maybe you can't be on Facebook at the Bearded Wrestling Podcast. Maybe you can't be on YouTube at the Bearded Wrestling Podcast. You might be on the train right now. You might be in your car. You might be watching your baby cousin's nephew, little sister, and they watching your TV. They got your iPad, but you know what? You got your phone. You can go to Spotify right now, and you can look us up. It's the Bearded Wrestling Podcast, or you can go to our website. We have a website. It's the Bearded Wrestling Podcast .buzzsprout.com. That's BUZZSPROUT.com. The Bearded Wrestling Podcast Sprout.com. Come holler at us, man. We talking all the good stuff that y'all don't know about. You might have heard about it, but we got the news. Our stuff is real. Come pull up on us. The Bearded Wrestling Podcast. We here. Yeah. Yep. What is going on in here tonight? Today, tomorrow, wherever you are. Welcome to the welcome to the Bearded Wrestling Podcast. Look at me. I finally got me a little display going on tonight. Ain't this something?
You important. You important.
I got this guy hitting me up. That I was hanging out with at Monday Night Raw. So that's pretty dope. Shout out to
Is it the fan?
Yeah, pardon me?
Is it the fan?
No, it's not the fan, jerk.
Listen, there was a couple. We'll get into it.
Yeah. Okay. As always, you can follow us on the Bearded Wrestling Podcast website, on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube, all under the same moniker, the Bearded Wrestling Podcast. As you can see, it's the dynamic duo.
Dynamic duo again.
Uno, 1A. We don't do 1 and 2s. We do Uno, 1 and 1A. Oh, there it is. There it is. So, it's been a good week of wrestling, I would say.
Yeah.
Yeah, shout out to WWE being in New York City. It was lit. Despite what some trollers will say, it was lit to be in the garden. Not in the garden. I was in the garden last time I was there. But it was good to be back in the clay for wrestling.
I had a question. Were they really chanting AEW?
For 30 seconds.
Were they really chanting CM Punk?
For about 30 seconds.
That still sucks. That's disrespectful.
Why? They've been chanting CM Punk for years.
I know, but I'm just saying, but it's more disrespectful now because he has no intentions of even coming back, and Vince don't have no intentions of bringing him back. So
yeah, but New York City is a disrespectful town. This is what we do.
Yeah. Clearly,
it's what we do.
No, clearly. There was multiple. There was a lot going on, especially on Monday.
But you know what? I want to say, and I wrote an article about it. It's going to be coming out probably tomorrow. Just finishing it up today. It just really bothers me. All of the trollers, regarding the show. Like, I saw the article. It was like, oh, the AEW chant took over the Barclays.
See, I don't know. I wasn't there, so I can only go by your word because you were there.
I was there on the floor.
Right.
Lasted for all of 30 seconds.
Oh, well, then it's no big deal.
The CM Punk joint, it lasted all of about 35 seconds.
All right, well, then it's no big deal.
And as soon as they started it, I turned around and said, "Don't start that here. This ain't that place."
The prophet has spoken. He spoke. He spoke it into existence.
That's it.
And it died.
And they lucky I didn't have my shawl with him. Shawl with me. I've got it now.
Oh, Lord Jesus. All right.
But they lucky I didn't have it then.
The shawl. Let it rest. Let it rest today.
You know, it's just like people love to hate. And you know, I think the company is well aware that there are people who just love to hate the show. And they're still going to support it. Still going to come out. But you know,
it's like right now, it's like AEW is the face and WWE is the heel. It's just what it is right now. And that's fine.
Yeah, but see,
competition is good. It keeps people on their toes. It keeps people in the war room trying to construct new and fresh ideas.
Except there is no competition right now.
Well, listen, AEW is a close second. Well, no, it is second.
It's second.
Hey.
And honestly,
not New Japan off. New Japan was second.
And honestly, you know what I would like to say? I would say that New Japan is second. Because to me, it's 1 and 1A.
I don't know, man, because...
And the reason why I say that is because it's not in full competition with WWE. It's an alternative. It's either you like apples or you like oranges.
I just can never see them as a competition because they've always had a partnership with them. You know what I'm saying? Like they've always had some kind of dealings with them during the years.
You talk about in New Japan.
Yeah.
And
WWE, period. Like I mean, you know, Terry was their first IWGP champ, whatever. You know, and I mean the list goes on and on. You know, Brock Lesnar, you know, they barred him a couple times.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's just a partnership that's been. So I can't really, you know, say that they're a competition when they've been collaborators for, you know, so many years.
Yeah, but honestly, the last real competition, the last in was WCW.
Yeah,
because it's a difference if like AEW was beating them out in actual ratings, and they've never beat them out in ratings. What they've beat them out in like is like the demo ratings.
Yeah, but that's what I mean. That's what they're looking for, right? That's the thing that they're looking for. And when I say
the demos don't, no, show me numbers.
Yeah,
the numbers.
You may win during certain time slots. You may win a certain demo, you know. But at the end of the day, the Nielsen ratings is what matters, and
they don't have those.
Oh, they can't. Right now, they can't compete with. Right now, the only thing they could have competed with was NXT. Can't compete with. I mean, even at one point, I could say they could have competed with Raw because Raw was at one point.
Yeah,
we both know this.
No, but
see, they can't. Down, they can't.
But here's the thing. I think we're mixing the two up because when I say compete or like go back and forth with them, I'm talking about in ratings, not how good the show is. And I think those are two different things. Because Raw could be really bad, but the ratings are always still going to be good because people are going to watch it.
This is dumb. I'm sorry. I mean, listen, I'm glad that...
No, I'm just saying facts, though. Like,
I'm glad that Vince found a way to bounce, you know, to bounce the show back to some kind of importance, I'll say. Because, I mean, it was dragging. I mean, you know, it was dragging. But, you know, it seems like they found a niche.
The last couple of months, I want to say maybe like the last 2 months or so, Raw has been getting drastically better again.
And I think it's going to get even better, especially with Seth being there. I think Seth's going to be the champion. Maybe not right now. Maybe I would say maybe by Royal Rumble.
He don't need it though.
He don't need it. But
which is like.
But we all know that if we all know the pattern, right?
I bind that pattern.
If a face has the belt, the next person to get the belt is usually a heel.
Yeah, but I'm hoping that my brother E gets to hold it for a while.
I want him to keep it to us at least to WrestleMania. At least, I mean, come on.
If he keeps it to Mania, I'm perfectly fine.
And as long as he don't lose it on a Raw,
give me a real match. Give me a real match at Mania.
But against who?
I don't care. I'm just saying in a losing battle. Give me Big E in a real match that lasts more than 5 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
And if he loses, I'm okay. I'm okay with that. I just don't want it to be, I don't want to see a Bianca. I don't want to see a Kofi type situation for him.
Yeah. I don't want to see them get. I don't want to see a 20 seconds or less match.
No.
I'd be pissed. I'd be super pissed.
The only way I would be okay with that is if they were planning on putting it right back on them.
So let me ask you, what was your ups as far as Survivor Series?
What was my what now?
Your ups. Like what was good about Survivor Series?
I like the men's elimination match.
Okay.
I thought it was really good.
I did like the women only because
I did too.
They kind of showcased Bianca, and they kind of owed it to her because of the whole media situation. They owed it to her.
Listen, as of right now, Bianca, athlete, superstar of the year. So she gotta have it. She's sole survivor of Survivor Series.
Mm-hmm.
She wins the WrestleMania, and she wins the Rumble.
Yeah, definitely.
I think she has to be.
If she doesn't,
superstar.
That's highway robbery.
I would agree.
I mean, even though we're excited for Big E, his year does not compare. Sorry. It just doesn't compare.
He's had a great moment. She's had a great year.
Right. Absolutely. And there's a lot of people that have great moments. Xavier Woods had a great moment. Well, I mean, I guess you could say Becky had a great moment, whatever.
Yeah.
This may be.
Definitely. But
a lot of great moments. I mean, the whole, I guess, Randy Orton becoming a face again, and him and RK Bro kind of, ransacking through the tag team division right now. Nice one. Omos, winning this battle royal, proving that, well, not proving, but showcasing that, I think him and AJ are probably going to break up soon.
So, a transition into that is, did you see The Undertaker talking about Omos?
I don't want to see an Undertaker versus Omos match.
No.
Oh, okay.
I wouldn't bring that crap up.
I thought that was where you were going. I was about to say, oh, hell no.
How in God's green earth do you think that I, the prophet of the Lord, would come with that? How?
Please don't.
No.
I need to stay home. You can make special appearances. Like Stone Cold and
The
Pop do.
No.
You can do they can do that. Hey, they're gonna do it anyway because they're gonna throw that bag at him.
I know, but he need a break.
No. Yeah,
I don't want to see him. Like, I want to see him do at Mania because I'll be there. My tickets are in my account. I'm grateful, but I want to see him at Mania retire, and then I don't want to see him on TV for like 3 years.
That's not gonna happen.
And then so that way the pop could be like,
that's not gonna happen.
At least give me a year and a half.
Undertaker don't have it in him like The Rock does, or like Stone Cold is like, listen, I'll do podcasts, but other than that, unless it's like a special, like a milestone type of thing, he don't want no parts.
And I'm okay with that.
And look at The Rock. The Rock, listen, because of his schedule, because it was a scheduled conflict. You know, he couldn't even come to the 25th anniversary of his debut. Like, The Rock is getting that bag. Bro.
The bag is his. The bag is his. Forbes says that he's been the top grossing actor in the last 3 years or so.
He is secure. All he got to do is go to the gym all day, advertise promote his tequila,
his 17 movies,
and he's good.
Because this guy is in a movie every other day.
Really, for real.
Like, he's doing it all. So yeah, Undertaker, who knows what it takes to be a successful big man in the WWE, says that he sees something special in Omos. During an appearance on the WWE's The Bump, Taker helped praise, heaped a bunch of praise on Omos. He said, quote, "There will never be another Andre, but this guy is as close as we've come." And that's a big statement.
It's a big statement, but I don't know. When I see Omos, I just think Giant Gonzalez. I think Elegante. That's the same person, but I don't like. Andre the Giant was ahead of his time. No athlete in the world looked like him. You know what I'm saying? So it was different. Almost looked pretty good though in that battle royal. I will say that he's improving.
He looked like a pro wrestler.
He's improving, and I believe AJ has a lot to do with that. I mean, listen, you can't go wrong when AJ Styles is your mentor. You can't go wrong. You have no choice but to succeed. You're talking about somebody who has won titles in every major promotion of the modern era. Everyone. So you can't go wrong. You gotta, you know, and you know, I know, you know, people are like, you know, when it comes to AJ, you know, they want to see him like one last run, because he's already said, like, I think at a certain age, I believe 45, he said.
He's pretty much there already. Yeah.
He wants to retire, you know. And there's some dream matches that they want to see. They, like, you know, since he's been in the one match they want to see, and then Finn Balor. Simply because Bullet Club, the history behind it. These are the two leaders. The two real leaders. Yes. To me, Kenny Omega wasn't really a leader, you know. But these two guys were the leaders. And I mean, that one match they had, I think at a TLC, it was a teaser. Yeah. It was so good. So it's like, yo, when we gonna get that again? And it's like, who's actually gonna be the heel this time? Because back then they were both faces. So like, who's gonna be the heel? Because AJ could be a good heel, but when we see Finn Balor's NXT heel, he's a good heel too.
You know, AJ's a great heel.
He is. And you know what? I used to be scared about that when I used to watch TNA. Like, when he first turned heel, I was like, because everybody was so used to seeing him being a face. But but then once again, who did he have when he first turned? He had Ric Flair, the dirtiest player of the game.
Yo, Rick been bugging.
Yeah, he just wants attention.
He wants to be loved. That's all. He out here talking like Ryback. He out here talking dirty and spicy all the time. Somebody gotta stop him.
Nobody's gonna stop him, because now you got a podcast, and that was the worst thing you could have ever did, was get that man a podcast.
Because he don't ever stop, bro.
He's going to air out dirty laundry, as he's already done. He already put it out there about Roddy Piper getting paid $500 and
cocaine.
Like, yo, what are you doing?
Rico, yeah, that was wild.
You're tarnishing this man's legacy. What are you doing? Stop it. It makes no sense. Like, what are you going to get out of all this? What are you going to get?
Go home.
Go home.
Be a grandfather.
With your $500,000 worth self, and be still, and just cheer on Charlotte. Charlotte is a 13-time champ already. She's going to break your record. How about that? Because clearly, I honestly don't think Cena. I don't think Cena's going to do it. Cena
has said it, and I know Rick has said it. They both say Randy should do it.
I believe that as well. But
at one time, I thought it was going to be Triple H.
But I just think Vince is going to keep it in the family.
Honestly, I think Randy is well liked.
14 times,
right? But he's also well liked throughout the company. He is the longest tenured. He has the most pay-per-views of any wrestler, and he's been on Raw more than any wrestler. 14-time champion. I believe he can get those 3 easy. And I don't know if you heard it, but he said Randy wants his last match to be against John Cena, winning the title, and so he can break the record, and that should be both of their last match in retirement.
And I applaud that.
That's pretty amazing.
I will go for that. You know why? Because first of all, their rivalry was. I feel like they were the ones that had that rivalry for the Ruthless Aggression era.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Just how we could say either for the Attitude era, there's an argument because you could say Shawn Michaels and Bret Hart.
I don't count them as Attitude, bro.
Really?
Yeah, I don't count that. Shawn, yes, but Bret, no. I don't. They're still in the what's the one before them?
New Generation.
That was definitely a New Generation feud.
So who would you consider probably Stone Cold and Rock?
Stone Cold Rock, with The Rock, Mankind.
Really? Rock, Mankind?
They had some battles, bro.
They had battles, but I mean,
the empty arena matches. They had matches, bro.
Nah, I understand, and I could see that. I just like, I don't know. I just feel like Stone Cold and The Rock defined it only because not only did they fight for the world title, but it all started with the Intercontinental title.
Well, listen,
they made the Intercontinental title relevant. Honestly,
listen, you're talking about the 2 greatest of that era, so anything with them is gold.
But for the Ruthless Aggression, definitely Randy and John.
I'll give you that easy. I agree 100%.
I mean, they fought for, what was it? They were the ones who fought for the unification of Big Gold,
mm-hmm.
And the WWE title. You know what I'm saying? So to me, it's a no-brainer when it comes to that. But I can see that, and I will rock with that. I would applaud that.
And you know, I'm not up for seeing the wrestling at all, but I'd be up for him coming back for that. I'd definitely be up for him coming for that. I don't know how that would work though, because it's not like he could take the belt off of Cena, because if Cena wins again, he breaks the record. So it would have to be like Randy had already got 2 more title wins, and then something happened where the belt is like vacated, or I don't know how that would work.
Unless they go old, they could do something like an old school thing. Like, okay, remember when, when Terry and Andre were fighting for the belt on Saturday Night Main Event, and they tried to say, and they did a disqualification, and they tried to give it to the $1 Million Man. And then they wound up having a tournament. So
I knew that's where you're gonna go with it, and it's like just let the 2 of them enter the tournament and go that way.
Mm-hmm. That's right. I mean, that's one way to, that's one way of doing it. Excuse me. I don't know, it's different ways.
Yeah, but I feel like that could be a good way to do it. I agree with that, what Randy said. And Triple H has been very clear. He said, there are certain guys who have been in the company for a really long time, and they've proven their worth. And they get to pick how they go out and who they go out against.
Well,
so I think Randy has definitely earned that.
Sucks that didn't happen for for Kurt Angle. That sucked.
I don't think Kurt was one of those guys.
I don't either. I think, you know what it is? I think that only pertains to people who... Hey, sit down. Oh, sorry. That only pertains to people who spend their entire career. I mean, it was nice that him and Vince, buried the hatchet, but come on, son. You try to tear their name down. And I get it. You was under the influence. You were in your.
It is what it is, though.
But
no matter how it happens, it is what it is.
Let's don't forget.
No, and he shouldn't. I agree. Johnny Gargano has reportedly signed a short-term contract extension with the WWE to ensure he will be able to work December 5th NXT War Games.
He's leaving. I'm calling it now. He's leaving.
I don't know. To me, my thing is leave to go there for what? Look, I don't know.
To do another Daniel Bryan.
But isn't it going on?
I think it's stupid because you are literally a pillar right now. You are a pillar of the old NXT. But you can use that to catapult your career by helping these young guys get over.
Listen.
As he's been doing.
All of that is fine and dandy. But right now, while Father Vince is throwing that bag, because you got that free agent tag on you, I'd throw a number at them. I'd be like this, $1.5 million.
Well, you got it.
If Johnny was able to get $1.5 million from Vince on NXT, he'd be the wrestler of the year in my eyes. if he was able to get 1.5 from Vince.
I don't think Vince thinks he's worth that.
I don't know. I think he knows that he's worth for the NXT brand.
We know that. I mean, listen, the dude has produced 5-star matches, and it ain't just with Tommaso Ciampa. And we're not even talking about the tag teams. We ain't even talking about DIY.
Yeah, just them alone as singles.
And I get it. I saw his tweet earlier, and he said, basically, I get to finally scratch off the something off my bucket list that I've been wanting to do, and that's War Games. So
for the most part, there's two reasons why he stays. Because he wants to do war games, and maybe it's a loyalty thing, to the brand and to Triple H. And the thing is, I think honestly, the only person that could convince him to stay is probably Triple H.
And Triple H is back. I don't care what nobody says. Did you see him at Raw in that picture that I sent?
I sure did. Because I think he came out there just to make sure Seth was good, but I think he had to hold back Miss Lynch because I think she was going to do something stupid.
Yeah, but you know what though? I'm just glad that he's up and on his feet, Triple H. So that was, even though he was out there taking care of his, making sure his boy was all right, because they said even after that fact, Seth wouldn't get medical attention, and still came back out later on.
Yeah, he did
he was really enjoying himself.
He did the lumberjack match. Yeah.
Even before the lumberjack match, he was out there for the main event.
Oh, he came out there looking like, hey.
He was sitting at the desk. I guess he was commentating because I didn't watch the show, because I was there, but he was at the desk just chilling. And I had this guy in my section, and he was the chant starter of the night. And throughout that whole match, we were chanting, we were singing Seth's theme music. And the whole time, Seth is just like loving it. He's like eating it up. He's like orchestrating us. Like he was eating it up. Like the guy's, he's gold. I don't know. I feel like him going there would be a waste. He needs to stay here. Make Vince give him the bag. Like, do the right thing. Get your money up.
Listen, he could be, if he's looking for a new version of a Daniel Bryan or somebody that can fill that gap, Johnny Gargano is your guy.
I believe so.
They listen, Johnny Wrestling. And I say rock out and push him. Don't make him a mid-carder. Don't make him just somebody that's for the Intercontinental title. Because whether people realize it or not, Johnny Gargano has been over for a long time. As soon as he got that title, the crowd went crazy. But then, he lost it. But then when he won the North American title, the same results, same kind of pop.
I wouldn't be mad if he came to the main show and they pushed him to go against E.
Because they're not gonna push him against Roman.
No. We're not even mentioning that. Come on. But I wouldn't be mad if they pushed him against E. And if he lost to E, I think that would be a great match. I think the two of them could put on a good match.
And I think it would be good for E. As far as, Johnny Gargano helping you get over even more over than you already are.
Mm-hmm. I think we booked a good match there. Biggie, Johnny Gargano for the WWE Heavyweight Championship at WrestleMania.
I got some.
I won.
I got some indie news. So I don't know if you know, but GCW, which in my opinion, in the top 5 promotions now.
Okay.
I would give them that. I would say WWE, AEW, New Japan, Impact, GCW. Because there's no more Ring of Honor. So, yeah. I won't even put NWA in there. I'm sorry.
I like NWA. They just pick me up because I can't watch it.
I like it, but they just, like you said, they don't have national distribution like that. So
you got to get more accessible.
Right. So GCW is going to be the first promotion back at the Hammerstein Ballroom.
Oh.
It is going to be January 23rd. And they are creating a Indie Hall of Fame.
I saw that. I saw the Indie Hall of Fame thing. That's pretty dope.
And the first inductees is Homicide, Jerry Lynn,
Okay.
this guy named Rufus. I've never heard of him.
Mm.
But I'm expecting. They're expecting about 10 names. But I think it's gonna be dope.
That's a big class.
It's gonna be in New York on the 20th. I think I'm going to both. I think they should put some ECW guys in there.
I agree. You got to have somebody with some type of real name.
I'm gonna tell you who I would induct. And it might be crazy. Oh, hey. Hey. It's the father of Extreme right there. I would.
He'd have to be he'd have to be like the main eventer.
Absolutely. But now the question is, who would induct him? Because, some of the guys from ECW who you would probably think would do it probably won't. Like, I know
RVD.
That's one good name. You could do Sabu.
I was gonna say Sabu. Okay, I was gonna say that too.
But I don't like. People would probably say like Bully Ray or Tommy Dreamer. And when I watched the ECW thing on the WWE Network, I just sense a lot of tension between the two of them. So I think there should personally be somebody who he's good. He's still good friends with. Somebody who he helped break into the business, or at least not if they were already in the business, at least help them build a name.
You think Taz would do it?
Who?
Taz.
Yeah, I think Taz will do it. And to be perfectly honest, if that is the case, I believe Tony Khan will, give him the okay to do it. I mean, listen, he let Chris Jericho do Stone Cold podcast on the network.
Yeah, but you don't have no problem with that type of stuff. That's for all the Vince that do.
And like we always say, Tony Khan, even though he's the head of AEW, he's a fan also. He's a fan at heart. So he's definitely not going to shut down the opportunity for somebody like that. Nah. So I mean, it's a couple of things. I think Low Key could be put in there. Amazing Red could be put in there.
Khan.
Who?
Khan
who?
Female.
Kong. Yeah. You could. I hate to say.
Oh, she got to go in there.
You could say Francine.
Yeah.
Say her. You know what I'm saying? See, the female part is kind of hard because females, when it came down to independence, didn't really get that shine like that.
Yeah.
It wasn't.
Hey, Jeff Jarrett.
You said Jeff Jarrett?
Yeah.
What independent did he do?
TNA. You wouldn't count TNA as an independent?
No, because there was a sub branch of NWA at first. Because you gotta remember back when they first started, it was TNA/NWA, and then they were using the NWA title. They didn't even have their own title yet. It wasn't until they left. They cut off from them.
That further makes it an indie for me.
What?
That you were using somebody else's title.
Yeah, that's true. And then he did have GC. He had his own version of GFC. No, GFW. Global Force.
Yeah.
Trash. But whatever floats your boat. But yeah, man, I'm excited about that.
I have to go with you.
Yeah, man. I'm gonna look into some tickets, and actually, tickets go on sale. They actually went on sale today, so I gotta check it out.
I gotta get my flight together for Mania, and then I can spend a little more extra money. But everything is pretty decent right now, so I'm happy about that. So Top Dollar explains some potential reasons why the decision was made by WWE to let them go.
Okay.
Is one, they got mad at him when Brianna got released. They called up to the office and was like, I don't understand why you released Brianna when we are still a foursome group. You take Brianna out of the group, and yeah, we're still cool, and yeah, we can still do the same things, but we're just a 3-man wrestling group. Top Dollar also said he felt the WWE higher ups weren't happy when he, Isaiah Swerve Scott, Shanti the Donnas took it up to themselves to record a new theme song following B-Fab's departure. They were upset because when they took Brianna out of the group, they wanted to redo the song. So they did like a remix of the song, but the song doesn't sound the same without her part of it. So what we did was we went into the studio and made a new song. I guess they were upset that we made a new song, but we're a rap group. How are we a rap group if we can't make a song? Then we're just rappers.
Okay, hold on, wait. So, was this song played on SmackDown?
I'm not sure.
Because my thing is, somebody had to clear it for it to be played. Listen, we know the war, what do they call it? The war position?
Mm-hmm.
No, the gorilla position.
Gorilla position.
We know that's where everything happens. So you're not going to tell me that somebody did not okay if this did happen, if this new song was played. You're not going to tell me somebody didn't okay it. And if somebody did okay, who was it? Either got to be John Laurinaitis, Bruce Pritchard, or Vince himself. Nick Khan is out of the equation when it comes to creative anything. He has no when it comes to creative, so I can't count him. Those 3 names I just said are the ones who say yay and nay. I mean, ultimately, Vince has the last yay and nay. But there's a channel and there's a process. And as far as top, hit road, I agree. They had a good thing going on. If you were, I feel like, and I think we said this already, if you were going to let her go, I would have just downgraded her back down to NXT to help develop her. I would have did that because she wasn't terrible. She wasn't horrible.
Just wasn't ready.
No, she wasn't ready for no main roster.
She wasn't ready for NXT, and I said that. I don't know if it was in our chat or not, but I definitely said that. I didn't think that she was ready yet. So, Bray Wyatt. We've had some Bray Wyatt news. Did you hear, bro? Bray Wyatt is set to appear at WrestleCon.
Which one?
For WrestleMania weekend in Dallas. Yeah. Also, just before we go there, and the Hit Row can't go anywhere as of now. They are under their 90-day clause, which I think was a part of Vince's thing. Like let them go, get some money in their pockets so they can put some more money towards the new building, the new office, and then they bring them back later. But that's my own theory. But WrestleCon announced Wyatt will be among more than 200 wrestlers who will be attending the event, which is scheduled to return in full force for 22. Wyatt's 90-day complete clause ended in October, but he still hasn't signed with anybody. But he has a horror film.
Yeah, I saw that.
That was announced to begin filming this month.
Well, let me say this: WrestleCon, not affiliated with WWE at all. It is actually, I think, affiliated with Ric Flair's son-in-law, Conrad something. He is the man who has literally, I think he literally has every belt that has been in professional wrestling. Belt. And he has a lot of memorabilia of Ric Flair's as well. Now Conrad he's not signed with AEW to any degree, but he is definitely a partner with them. Heavy partner. He's always on the Chris Jericho
podcast.
The cruise.
Oh, got you.
He does the cruise every year. Every time they do all out or all in, he's there for that weekend. He does a lot with AEW. Not saying that that's a teaser that Bray may be at AEW. But WrestleMania week is just a big week, not just for WWE, but definitely for independence. Huh?
It's a big week for all of wrestling.
Right, because they come down there, they do their indie shows.
They do their version of WrestleMania.
Right. Or some of them just have shows.
Yeah, but if you've never been to WrestleMania, guys that are watching, WrestleMania week is like such a great week for wrestling culture in its entirety. Every major podcast is there. They're doing shows in some bars, somewhere where you could come and watch them do the show. Every big indie promotion, every small indie promotion who has enough money, they end up doing a show down there in wherever the show is for the week. I know I've been to a couple of like small indie shows while I was there, and I was just like, it was like an eye-opening fact to me. It was like, oh, so the first time I went to Mania, I was just there from like Saturday to Monday, like Tuesday morning, because I went home after Raw. But it was like, I was very like, oh, just going to the shows, went to All Access and went home. But the next year I went, well, even that year I went, I just started seeing that there were small other things that I could do. And the next year it was just like, oh, I can do this, we can go here, we can go here. And then I started seeing like the whole spreadsheet and the itinerary of all that was happening during the week of WrestleMania. And it was just like, oh, I could be here from Monday through next Tuesday and have something to do every night wrestling. So WrestleMania is a great week of wrestling for all wrestling fans of all promotions. And it brings in millions and millions of dollars to whatever city that they go to. So people, those towns are lucky when Mania comes to them. It's a small town company,
It's just like the Super Bowl.
Absolutely.
It's like the week of the Super Bowl. There's parties, there's appearances by not just the teams that are in the actual Super Bowl, but just players, period.
Yeah.
That's all over the NFL. So, and it's a great opportunity for people to get noticed.
Yes.
And not just the wrestlers, but promotions, period. Because WWE, in my opinion, I know they said that they're not, an independent wrestling business as far as looking for talent. But listen, you're not gonna tell me that if somebody's down there that's got a buzz, that you ain't gonna check them out. At least do that.
Well, they checking people out.
Of course.
Hunter's got his eyes on the Sparrow. He's making sure that everybody, that he's looking at everybody. So, listen, if you've never been to WrestleMania, I would say go. Even if you're not like a big WWE fan, there's always something there for the indie fan that you can go do.
Let me ask you, what do you think of this new NXT product?
I think it needs to grow on people. That's it.
Okay, but what about for you, like personally?
I like it.
Do you like how they setting up war games with NXT 2.0 basically versus
regular? I do.
My only issue with it is that you have LA Knight in it. I personally would not have booked him in it. I would have put
LA Knight's got a buzz though.
It's got a buzz, but I would have put Kyle O'Reilly there.
I can see that.
More star power. I mean, you have Tommaso Ciampa, you have Johnny Gargano, you have Pete Dunne. I would have put Kyle O'Reilly in there.
Got to give the young gun some run too.
Well, they got you got what's his name? Carmelo Miller.
Yeah. And
we got Braun Breaker.
I don't think Kyle has ever missed one.
And you know his contract is up soon too.
I think he's smart enough not to try to go anywhere though.
Right now, the big three contracts people are
Johnny, KO,
and Kyle. So it's gonna be an interesting end of the year. It's gonna be a very interesting end of the year to see what happens, see where people are going, especially when it comes to the Ring of Honor people. We have seen Jay Lethal jump ship to AEW. And I'm expecting more people. I'm honestly expecting Brody King to come to AEW to link up with Aleister Black, or I'm sorry, Malachi Black. I'm banking on it, honestly, because listen, they're tag team champions in PWG. It makes sense. You're not gonna have a contract with Ring of Honor no more. So after you're done with Final Battle, let the pop-ups begin.
Yeah.
And don't get me wrong. There's Ring of Honor has talent, but not a lot of them have that it factor. Jonathan Gresham, I would love to see him fight Bryan Danielson. I think that would be a dope technical wrestling match,
which AEW doesn't have a lot of.
No. The only and like I be like when I watch Matt Sydal and they be talking about, oh, he's so technical. I said, how? He's a high flyer. It's not technical about Matt Sydal, nor his brother.
Yeah.
You know.
I'm looking at the war games for the men. I can see what you're saying.
I would have put Kyle.
As far as LA Knight, I can see what you're saying.
Like, because I mean, LA Knight, what's his biggest match that he's had? The fight with Cameron Grimes for the $1 million, a belt that we don't see on the program anymore. It was like that was a waste.
Who else would you have put if you didn't put LA Knight there?
From the old regime?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I guess the only other person you could have put was what, like Dexter Lumis, which I'm not too much of a fan of.
They don't got that many old school guys there. I think they had to go with what they did.
A lot of them left.
And you got Roderick Strong, who already has a match.
And he's in the cruiserweight division.
Yeah. But still, he's a War Games vet as well.
Of course. He did too.
Yeah.
He did one against he did one with Undisputed Era and then one against them.
Didn't he turn in the one that he was against them?
Yep. That was Viking Raiders. Can't remember who it was. I know Viking part of it.
I was there for his second one in Chicago. That one was pretty dope. I'm waiting for them to bring Walter.
Now,
we need Walter.
And Walter will be there soon because the whole thing was he was in the midst of a divorce. So he couldn't, because he wanted to move to the States.
I heard that.
He couldn't move yet, but now it's finalized. He's actually dating somebody from NXT now. So he's about to jump. I wouldn't be surprised if he officially debuted at TakeOver. I wouldn't be surprised. Now, if we're going to compare somebody to Andre the Giant, that is the second coming of Andre the Giant right there. I've never seen. Listen, we could talk about Ric Flair chops all day. I would never, ever want to get hit by a chop by Walter.
I don't think there's an amount of money that you could throw at me for you to let Walter hit me in my chest. I don't think there's an amount of money that I don't think there is.
Your chest will look like Daniel Bryan's chest, and his chest is like that in every match he has.
That's like 10 or 15 smacks. I'm talking about one smack from him. I wouldn't. If you gave me $500 million, I wouldn't let him hit me.
Not at all. They just
no way.
Geez.
But I need to see him. So
and they'd be extremely loud. Like
it'd be horrible.
It's like somebody puts a microphone to somebody's chest, so you could hear the smack.
Every time he hits somebody, I'd be like this. just fall out. I'd be falling out for him.
Yeah, I definitely want to see. I want to see Walter there. I would love to see him and Tommaso Ciampa fight again. That was a great match.
I wouldn't mind seeing that.
That was a great match. But in due time, we shall see what happens.
People are, as always, bringing up rumors. And one of the rumors that they are bringing up is saying that Charlotte is going to be leaving.
I also heard
tell clowns for years, Charlotte will never go anywhere.
I also heard that Charlotte broke up with Andrade.
I heard that. I heard it, and I from what I heard, I think it's really true. But Charlotte has put it down. She said, "I didn't work this hard to go. Just go goodbye." She said that on the Masked Man show. Rumors of Flair's departure have been swirling around for much of 21 after her father and Rick. Her father Rick and fiance Andrade both left WWE on their own accord. I don't think there's ever a reason for her to go. They keep her really comfortable, keep her title on her belt on her waist every other day. Like, she would be a fool.
I think the only way she'll leave it is if they start like making her job for people who are beneath her. Kind of like how they did Dean John Moxley. Kind of like that. I think that's the only way she will leave. And I don't think that they'll do that. I mean, one thing I did appreciate was she said that she wanted to lose her belt to Bianca that Monday Night Raw because she said Bianca's over. She's over, and she needs to she was in agreement that she should have had like a real run, and she could have had that new run on Raw. She said she was down with just, let her win.
Charlotte is really big on her, and she's really big on Rhea Ripley. She believes that those two are the future of the company as far as women wrestling, and I would agree. I think they both deserve a chance to have good title runs. I think Rhea is really slept on, but she's a great talent as well.
I don't think we've seen her best work yet.
No,
I don't think we've seen it. I'm not, the programs that she's had with Charlotte, whether it was on NXT or on the main roster, were definitely dope. Listen, the four horsewomen can make or break you, and if you can't go toe to toe with them and get the reaction that Vince would like, or or be that crowd pleaser for the night, you need to go back to NXT, or you need to go find somewhere else to go.
Speaking of the horsewomen, I am so ready for Bayley to come back.
Yeah, she had a shoulder injury, right?
Yeah. I wish her all the best, and
I ain't gonna lie
soon, but I need Bayley back.
I thought she was gonna come to Survivor Series. I thought she was gonna come in that Becky and Charlotte match. I was hoping
for half a second.
I was hoping, but
maybe we'll get her for Raw. I mean, not for Raw. Pardon me. For the Rumble.
Yeah, she'll be ready by then. She's been going for 5 months. She was going on before WrestleMania.
Yeah. Speaking of pay-per-views and all of that, did you see they canceled TLC?
I heard
TLC was supposed to be December 15th or the 21st, one of those.
But instead they're having the takeover, right?
Yes, and they're also having that new pay-per-view that's happening on January 1st.
New Year's Day, which is a Saturday.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. I think it's called Day One.
I think so.
The Bloodline to take over. You can't have the Usos lose at a pay-per-view that's pretty much named after one of their catchphrases. You can't.
Ooh. Oh man, I wish I could make that trip.
Where's it gonna be at?
Atlanta, Georgia.
That's Cody's hometown.
ATL, shorty. I don't know. New Year's Eve, I might have to finish up church and get me an early flight out there to Atlanta. I'll do a day trip.
You would have to leave. It's on a Saturday.
Yeah.
You said leave church early. You want to stay the whole week?
No. I'm going to be there New Year's Eve, Friday night at my church in Brooklyn.
Oh, okay.
And catch me a flight.
Gotcha.
And head on to Atlanta. And hopefully my church don't have service that week, but they probably will because that's like first Sunday. But I'd get right back on the flight and head back to New York.
Just having a Tarrier service, you'll be all right. Go ahead. Enjoy yourself.
Coins gotta be made. I got to be in my place. But I'd do it. I'd go. Dang. And that's really dope. Like, I wish New Year's Eve wasn't like a big service, because that would be great, because I got that day off, that Friday off too. So I could really leave Thursday night after work and be in Atlanta for Friday, Saturday, and then come home Sunday. That'd have been pretty dope.
Definitely be away for New Year's. Me and the family.
Hey man, things are changing. So, you know, we never know.
Let's talk about what happened on Raw.
Okay.
We got attention. So, there were 3 incidents that...
Oh, yeah.
So, of course, the first one is the major one. Seth Rollins pretty much gets speared in the middle of the aisle by somebody who's allegedly a goon of Vince's and Goldberg's.
Sorry, Seth. He doesn't represent all of us from Brooklyn or Queens or in any of the 5 bros. Sorry.
Let's make that very clear. And then there was another guy who was like a heckler, and he was just going off all night. And he actually he actually attempted to get the guy who was attacking Seth, and he locked him up.
They took both of them out at the same time.
Mm-hmm. And then they had to lock up somebody else because he was trying to come at Montez Ford, and MVP intervened.
Yeah.
And then they went at it, and the gentleman was escorted out. What is the blue hell is wrong with these people?
It was a rough night in Brooklyn. I don't know what to say.
But you know what? It's not just a Brooklyn thing. It's not just because, I mean, what was that? A couple of months ago? AEW? I think somebody came out the stands and tried to attack Sammy Guevara.
Really?
And Chris Jericho and Hager like beat him up, and then the security finally came.
Listen, the refs are I mean, that guy's lucky that the refs came when he did, because Seth was gonna put that boy to sleep.
And what they fail to realize is that it's not just so the boxers have to they have to be issued a license in every state.
Yeah, their hands are licensed.
Right. And so the same thing, if I'm not mistaken, applies for wrestlers. They are licensed. So if they hit you, yeah, that's why when you put in the chat that, you know, a lawsuit could have happened, that's definitely what could happen. They are public figures. And it's so easy to be able to sue them just because of who they are.
Mm-hmm.
Just from the littlest touch to the smallest curse you out type of thing. But, you know, they have a public persona to maintain. And they can't they can't be Isaiah Stewart. They just can't. You can't be wilding trying to do the most. You can't. And listen, shout out to WWE and their officials for handling the situation on all scales, all 3 situations.
They did a very good job, as well as the security there at the Barclays. They were on top of it. But to what you were saying, as far as them being licensed, professional wrestling regulates wrestling. It varies from state to state, but many elements are common. state occupational license contingent upon fees and physical examinations, medical fees, blah, 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 blah. Also, here it says every 5 years or so, pro wrestlers should have to appear before an athletic commission and pass the following tests to be licensed: full physical, including ophthalmologic examination, neurological examination, drug, and physical evaluation. So you are right. They are licensed.
Yeah, because it's a combat sport.
Mm-hmm.
It's a sport that deals with physicality. Same thing with MMA. You know, all of these sports where it laid on, you gotta be licensed. You know, and so, like I said, you know, just like I remember years ago, Mike Tyson beat up the then world champion at a bar. He didn't go to jail, but he got fined a lot of money.
Mm-hmm.
It was sued, and it wasn't nothing Mike could do. He had to plead guilty because he beat that boy bad, very bad.
They shouldn't have been messed with him.
Yeah, you gotta leave Mike alone.
In Oklahoma, the Oklahoma State Commission, me and you could apply for a wrestling license for $30.
How much in Jersey?
I don't know. Oh man, I'll find that out for you.
Oh, by the way, shout out to the Acclaimed from AEW, Bowens. He has a wrestling school actually in Rahway, New Jersey. Anthony Bowens, that's his name. He has his own promotion called Wrestle Pro. And I believe that they're doing a show this week, and they got a lot of AEW talent coming. I know the Varsity Club, which is Brian Pillman Jr.
Mm-hmm.
And his partner. I know that I believe Mercedes Martinez will be there. Dante Martin, the one that's getting all the buzz right now, he'll be there. I don't know if Leo Rush will be there with him, but I know he'll be there.
Mm.
So he's, you know, I just wanted to give him his props because you know, there's a lot of promotions in New Jersey that nobody really knows about.
Gotta call him out, man. That's your state.
Yeah, and you know, one thing I give him credit for is that he's using his platform to showcase his promotion and his school and his wrestling school. He has a wrestling school as well.
It's pretty dope.
Yeah, what he does is, you know, he allows his trainees to be on the show. You know, they may be a jobber, you know, but he does. I mean, it's a showcase and it's an opportunity.
Got you. So, and everybody needs an opportunity.
Exactly.
So listen, something was supposed to happen tonight on the show. It's supposed to be a very special night for me as the host of the Bitter Wrestling Podcast, and it's not going to happen tonight, and I'm pretty pissed off. So, William the Baby Maker Stewart. When you see this? When you see this?
I'm prepared one.
I want my retribution. I want what you owe, Pook. You owe, Pook. You owe. And I'm going to put this on the page separately from the podcast, probably tomorrow, because you owe, Pook. you know that you were supposed to be on this show right here. I'm not even going to say what you're supposed to do because I just want the people to see it live. I want it to be pure, and I need everybody to be here. I need Pastor Dre to be here. I need Cisco. I need Macho Man. I need John Cena. I needed everybody to be here.
If Macho Man is there, I'm ready. They're coming.
But Will, I'm pretty teed off with you. And for that, as soon as you get on the next show, I'm going to mute you.
Oh, man.
What you get on? Well, listen, it's been fun.
Yes, sir.
We have got to run. Please check us out on all social media platforms under the moniker of the Bearded Wrestling Podcast. That's on Facebook. That's on YouTube. That's on Instagram. That is on Spotify. Come holla at us. We are on Spotify. This guy here, Spotify, you can't see what he's doing right now, but he's doing little like see, there you go. You can't see it, but you can hear it now. He sounds like he's on NPR. Oh, let me do it. Let me do the NPR voice. Hi. This is Jay Fozo from the Bearded Wrestling Podcast.
Oh God.
I'm here with this, my good friend and brother Cisco. Welcome to the Bearded Wrestling Podcast on Spotify. So listen, we will be back. I hope you guys have a good Turkey Day with your families and loved ones. By the time Turkey Day would have been gone, because this is airing on Saturday. So I hope you've had a good one and that you spent time with your loved ones and you caught up on some wrestling that you probably haven't seen, because there's so much wrestling that you got to see. You need to see all the time. So it's been fun, but we've got to run. I'm going to holler. Peace.